Hi everyone, in today's episode you're gonna see how to do countdown timer with flip animation. It wasn't easy to do for me, but I get some experience during this. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe, press the like button or leave a comment. It would be great for me. So enjoy the episode.
Let's start coding, and for the beginning we're gonna create a simple countdown, and later we're gonna add animation for flip. So it's gonna be like this, just to see that our countdown is working. Days, hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, then we're going to add some constants in our JavaScript to fast navigate document query selector like this. Then we need for each item hours, minutes, seconds. Then we're gonna use these constants to find, put their correct value for our countdown timer. This. And here we're gonna have some object to easier track the time that left. So this. Seconds. Here minutes. Okay. And another one thing that we need for countdown is the time in milliseconds, or better in seconds, that left for the final destination. Like time, no, total seconds. Okay, so basic functions that we're gonna create, it's init. Also we're gonna call it immediately like this. What we need to handle here, we need total seconds to have the value, and this value is gonna be new date, so current, actually new date, and for example we're gonna take here a new year, first 2021, minus current date, and by this we're gonna retrieve value in milliseconds, but it would be better if we immediately change these to seconds. To convert milliseconds to seconds, we need to divide it by 1000. Let's check what we have here. Actually can check it. Command line. Total seconds. And as you can see here, we have some amount, and we need probably to do mass floor. floor to have the integer value without part after dot. Okay, and for this we need to have set interval in which we put in variable. So if our total seconds less than 0, we don't need it, or we need to clear interval. Interval equal set interval. Here we're gonna have some function, and we need to call it each second. So it's in a set interval we use in milliseconds. So 1 second is 1000 milliseconds. And if total seconds less than 0, we're gonna do clear interval to stop our timer. Okay, and what we need to do each second, we need to do, or let's, for beginning, we just set our time to our HTML. For this, probably we're gonna create another function, or we don't need it. Okay, let's see. Let's create function to count our time. Gonna call it count time, but else we gonna count time. Okay, what we're doing here, we need to do the next thing. If total seconds are larger than 0, so some time left, we need to do for the beginning we need to set some time here. Okay, let's do it. Let's create another function, but yeah, function set time left, and for this we need to use our total seconds. So time left days equal math floor to have int number without part after dot, and for this we need to do next total seconds divide by, so we have in seconds, in each minute we have 60 seconds, in each hour we have 60 minutes, in day we have 24 hours. So for this, gonna do like this, and we will have our days. Let's do almost the same for each part. For the hours, we don't need to divide it by 24, but we need to take the part left when we divide it by module 124, here for minutes we move this and doing the same but part left after we divide by module on 60, and here we just need to divide it by 60. Seems like this, and let's set it here. Time left. For days, it a lot of days left. Take a look. Yeah, here seconds. Okay, to the new year, left time 20 days and some other things. Okay, the next thing that we gonna calculate count time. So if total seconds larger than 0, we need to do time left seconds minus minus. If and also we have the situation when we have 0 on seconds and we need to set it to 59. So for this we're gonna check if time left minutes larger than 0 and time left seconds less than 0, we're gonna need to do time left seconds, set it to 59, and to do time left minutes minus minus. Oh, and almost the same for it looks a bit ugly, but the things that we need to calculate during the process. So for hours, almost the same, and hours minus minus, and a bit different situation with days, because we have 24 hours in one day, so here we need to set it hours to 23 and then do minus minus for days. Okay, and we didn't count time in our set interval. So let's print here time left. Okay, seems like we have -1 second each iteration, and also we're gonna need to forget to also each count time we need to do minus minus total seconds. Like this, and print our time the counter. So print time. For this, we're gonna use our days inner text equal time left days course let's and and to call it each time after our calculation. Okay, it looks ugly right now, but it's something. Let's work on our tiles. So right now we need to create flip animation. A bit tricky to do, and it's much difficult to deal with, and it requires some things to do with HTML and CSS. Also, the animation you could use different way. The things that I saw, one of the solution is to create animation on CSS, and another a bit easier on JS. I'll show you how to do it using JavaScript and one third-party library. So let's do it. First of all, let's update our HTML, and we need for this to have count down. Count down class. Here for each item we would have like the same structure. So it's gonna be class days time element. Inside this we're gonna have one with class top. Here we're gonna have number. Then we have sibling top back. We need it when we like doing a flip animation to show the number on it. Here another span with 0 and almost the same as this, but bottom and bottom back. And each of these element we need for hours, minutes, and days. Okay. The next thing that we're gonna do some style.
I'm gonna speed up here a bit because nothing interesting happened here. So I'm just gonna add some basic styles, our layout. Then I will start explain what's going on. Okay, I just added some basic styles so our app looking a bit better. Let's start working on our flip animation. So each one in our time element should be absolute. And have full width. For this we like adding these styles. The next one thing that we're gonna add that our top element, one which will live in, it have the index 3. Um, I'll know. Um, 121. Also for this one, we need to change transform origin. So we're changing the position where transformation started of comma this, and then we need to update transform perspective, which on which we are looking at it, 200 pixels. But it's our change is not visible right now. So let's work on our JavaScript animation. What we need to do here is we need to update this function. Let's start working on it. Also to animate to our animation, I'm gonna use GSAP, the library which have different JavaScript animation to do. We're gonna copy PDM for it, but if you're interested to use for other purposes this library, it has various different scenarios of usage. Take a look on their products. Bad, but here their website inside. Take a look what things you can do with this library. It's really cool to use. Okay, let's add our JavaScript. So sample, we need to animate 4 different elements. So it's this and etc. etc. This we're gonna use function to which we add an item for which we're gonna do animation and value. So let's call it animate clip, and here we're gonna add, for example, seconds, and the time left seconds. Let's define the function animate clip. Yes, two parameters on an element on which we're gonna do our changes and value time left. Let's work on it. So first of all, we need to get our element query selector move back one inner text equal our value. So we need to update all four values with our function. And another item here is bottom back. These two items we're using to show once our flipping transformation is happening. On the ground, we need to show the value which we have, the new one. And here we're gonna use our library in which we're gonna do our animations. So GSAP to which item we're gonna do this. For this we're doing element, query selector, this one for top element. So it's first part of flip. What we're gonna do, the time that this is happening. For example, 0.7 seconds. And actually the things that we need to do. So here we have rotation x minus 103. Then transform on perspective 200. See out and on complete. We need to do the following. Once our function is complete, we need to update the values on top inner text value and on bottom. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yes, I have. Also, Clark is another thing that's related with flip animation already happening, but it takes time. That's good news for us. Let's add another GSAP animation to the final part of animation. So we're gonna do it for element, query selector, top back, the time 0.7 and what kind of animation here. That's the same is happening, but station X 0 here drops off. This is fine. Okay. Let's continue working on our styles. So top we define. Let's define our bottom. This bottom styles. Here we just need the index one and bottom before. Then I have intent just for our background. That's the bottom now. Let's define bottom back. Another part of our animation. The index here should be 2. It's when, first one is when our flip is up, and another one went down. So this one should be with index 2. Top 0. Okay, 50%. Workflow here. Then bottom back span. Right here. Span. Here we need to show it with the index. We're gonna cover up some elements that we need. So here for full width we're gonna show the number that we have. Right now. We got a bit on our stuff. So top and top back. We have 50%. Also hidden and other two property here. Yeah. With this, you like hiding some part of animation. It's important to have it here. Back 4. Zero. Transform 50% here. Here we need to define transform. For this one, perspective 100 pixels and rotate X 100 Agree. Almost good. But one. Then I have position circle. Top percent 0, 0, and margin out. Something bit wrong here. Click here, right? Something wrong. Let's see what exactly. One, we could not go back. Since everything is between, one is here. It's not correct. Top element. After, right. One, two, 100, 100. Here, one, oh, sorry. Because we don't have the ground on some items. Seems, yeah, still a background. I forget button before. I need to add here some styles. Excellent. And lock. Top here. 0. Means 100%. Rate 50. And sound. Right. Yeah, almost. And so I need here around come back around here. But it happened correct just the first time. Also around this top. I've spent a lot of time looking what I forget to add, and it was just one small row as usual. Our box so small, but after adding this one, our app is working, and animation flip is working correct. So the final thing that I was missing, that after our animation is complete, we need to set property top to return this on our start position to do a new rotation. That's it. That was one thing that was missing. So let's now do our animate flip function for each item. So days, hours, minutes. Days, days, here, hours. And actually, and this, as you can see, one thing happened here. We need to add a zero here if it's just one number. So if number less than 10, we need to add 0. And we need to stop doing this. We need to check if our item changed. So for this, we're gonna do the next. We are gonna take some value from HTML. We're gonna use query selector, sample bottom back. Now, and then we're gonna compare data current value. We're gonna define here. Do we need to add 0 or no? For this, we're gonna use our value, and if it's less than 10, then we're gonna add 0 in front of it. It's value. If no, just value. Here, instead of value, we're gonna update it current value, and we do one person here. Value in term, we're gonna compare with current value, and if say equal, we're gonna do nothing here. No. Oh. 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 Here I need set to screen because value in DOM is actually string. So we will compare one types of data. By the way, it's working. I'm gonna do first some more studies. Just add here social icons and add text under each of element. But in general, that's it.
And we did it. I hope you enjoy the video and you know right now how to do countdown timer with this challenging animation. So please subscribe the channel, press the like button and leave a comment. See you in the next videos.